Prior to receiving my lap band surgery, I had to complete the liver-shrinking phase, or a liver-shrinking diet, which was 2 weeks prior to surgery. The basic premise of the whole process was that I would drink high-protein shakes for breakfast and for lunch, and then for dinner I would have a small amount of protein, eat a sandwich and a salad, and then later I could have a snack. And for whatever reason, that portion of the process was extremely difficult for me. I was excited that I was getting ready to have surgery, but for whatever reason, it was extremely difficult. And I kind of blame it, or not really blame it, but in looking back at it, there were several things that kind of played havoc for me during that time. Number one was that I really didn't have any kind of regiment as far as how I ate. I ate when I wanted to. I really didn't eat during the day. Most of my meals were consumed probably at night, or the biggest portion of my meal was considered at night. I did eat little things during the day, but nothing really significant. And this program forced me to actually eat breakfast, and I never ate breakfast. And so now I had to eat breakfast, and I had to eat lunch. And for whatever reason, that just totally threw my system for a whirl, because I found myself just consumed with food and thinking about food to the point where I had to say goodbye to certain foods, which only made me really go crazy. It was really a rough time. After the first week, I did very well the first week. The second week, I just started giving in to all those desires, and I allowed myself to enjoy those things that I felt I really needed to say goodbye to. I mean, there were things that, there was one thing that I bet you I've had maybe once in the entire last year. However, for whatever reason, I felt that I really needed to have that. And it was an Italian hoagie. I mean, why I felt like I needed to eat that, I have no idea. But it was one thing that I thought was that I'm never going to be able to eat, or I won't be able to eat for a while, that I really felt that I needed to eat. Another item was steak. I'm not really a steak eater, but I really felt that I needed to have steak and baked potato with everything on it. Outback is one of my favorite restaurants. We don't go there that often, but I just felt that I had to say goodbye to an Outback steak. And so the liver shrinking phase was very difficult for me. I didn't lose any weight, and I didn't gain any weight. So I guess, with that being said, it wasn't too bad. And they didn't cancel my procedure, but just the same, it was probably the hardest thing I had to go through so far.